Hi everyone, in today's video we're going to be making this cute little koala keychain. I hope you guys enjoy this video and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. So let's go and make this cute little thing. Let's go. So the first thing you want to do is get the head part. So we're going to get the head, so we're going to get our fabric. We're going to be making a blue one. So I have a piece of fabric, I have folded it in half so that when I cut it I'll have two sides that are exactly the same. So I'm just folding it in half right now. Okay, and we're going to make a circular shape for the head. Cut in a basically circular square type of shape. I'm just going to cut it out of the fabric. I'm just going to now trim it up, just making sure that the shape is exactly how I want it, and also to cut it so that I have two separate shapes out of the two sides. Once I have those two, I'm going to put in some pins to secure it, and make sure that you have a parent or guardian supervision because these are sharp, you don't want to poke yourselves. So I'm just putting these in so they don't move while I'm sewing them together. Now I'm getting some black thread and I'm going to use a needle, and again, someone to watch over you while doing this because it is sharp. You don't want to hurt yourself. I'm just gonna put that through here and come on, there we go, okay, and put that all the way through. Good. Okay, good. So now I'm going to obviously tie it at the end so I have a nice long piece of thread to work with. Okay, so once I have my thread ready, I am going to start sewing. So we're going to start like where there is no pin, so right there, yep, and I'm going to just start doing the ends. I'm just again starting to sew the edge of it together and make sure to get it as close to the edge as possible, and I'm just going to put that through. So you put the needle through the fabric, and then just before you pull it, you put the needle through the loop again to ensure that you have a good secure knot. So again, I'm going to put it through the fabric and through the big knot before you tighten it, like so. And I'm just going to do this over and over again until I get to the end. Okay, and the final knot. Now once that's done, you don't want to basically close the whole thing up because we're going to put stuffing in this and we are going to turn this inside out so that all of the sewing is on the inside and you can't see it. So now that I've got that done, I'm going to make our nose and ears. Sorry, our eyes and nose. Yes, eyes and nose, not ears. The ears are something different. So the nose and the eyes. I'm just cutting the nose out right now. I want to get it into that almond oval shape type look. so I have now cut the nose out. So now it's time to move on to the eyes. I'm just cutting them out now, and you want to make sure that the eyes are not too big, not like the nose. You want to make sure they're tiny so you have eyes and not two noses. Okay, now we have two little eyes, and they look pretty much the same. Yep, they look the same. So we got two eyes now. Next part, yay! So now we are going to put the eyes and nose off to the side temporarily, and we are going to flip this thing inside out, so the stuffing and the sewing is going to be inside, so we don't see the sewing. So we're going to flip this inside out and make sure that all the fabric is pushed perfectly out to make sure that the shape is the way you want it. Okay, so now we are going to put the stuffing into the head of the koala. So we're just going to grab some stuffing and put that in there. And you can choose however much stuffing you want to put in. You can either put a little bit or a lot. Okay, now we are going to put the eyes on. So you can either sew them on, but I'm going to hot glue them. It seems easier. So I'm going to take one of the noses. You can make that for another animal. And I'm just going to glue this, and make sure you have someone, like a parent, watching you, because hot glue is hot and you don't want to burn yourself, so be careful. So we're just going to glue that into the middle, make sure it's the place you want it. Okay, and sit it there. Make sure, be careful, the glue is very hot, as I said. Okay, so the nose is on. So same thing with the eyes, we are just going to glue those little things on with some glue, make sure they stay in the spot you want them. Okay, now we're going to put the rest of the stuffing in, because I only put a little bit before. Okie dokie, so all the stuffing is now in there, and it's ready, and I'm ready to close this thing up. And this part you can sew it again if you like, but I'm just going to use some hot glue because it's a little bit easier. So I'm just going to glue the sides and then put them inwards so you don't see the glue. It is a little bit messy, but you can always tidy it up. It does get a little tricky though. Okay, as you can see, it does look a little bit tricky, but it does work out in the end. So that is closed up, and I know you can see the glue, but we are going to cover that up. Okay, so the head is done, and now let's go to the ears. We are going to be making some pom-poms. Yay! Okay, now we are going to make a pom-pom, and we are going to be doing this by, as you can see, I am wrapping the string around the yarn around my my index finger and my middle finger, and I'm just doing that over and over and over until I'm happy with the thickness that there is. I'm gonna do this as many times, so this is still not enough, so keep going, Yep, I think that's good. So now I'm going to cut that off. And we're going to then put the string in between. We're going to cut another piece of string and put that in between. So I'm going to lay that out straightly. Take that off my finger. It is a bit difficult. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Okay, here we go. Okay, now we are going to put this straight on this string. Make sure it's in the middle. There we go. Put it in the middle. And we're going to tie that and make sure it's nice and tight so that the string goes when you cut it. Okay, so we are going to make that nice and tight in the middle. And so yeah, as you can see, I have pulled it. You have to make sure this part is very important. You have to make sure that this is very, very tight so that the string, when you cut the inside around it, it is gonna go like fizz up and like go basically go crazy. So I am just tying the knot now. I'm tying it very tightly, and okay, this is not this is optional, but since the knot is not as tight as I was hoping for, I'm just gonna put some glue there just to make sure the knot stays there and does not lose its tightness. Okay, so once that is completely tight, I'm just going to clip off, trim any of the excess, and I'm going to go into the middle where it's really basically like a bridge, and I'm going to cut the inside out so that the, as you can see, it's like going outward to make the pom-pom fuzzy look. So I'm just going to cut all around, trim this little part here, and get in there to trim and cut. And a few more times. So once you have, okay, there we go. So once you have cut all of it, you want to basically now trim the other areas, like trim it, you know, get any of the excess stuff off, trim around the edges to make it all one length so it looks more like a pom-pom and not some crazy stuff with a bunch of string attached. Okay, this is what the pom-pom looks like. I have one of these and I'm gonna need two of these, so let's get the second one. Here we go. Okay, now that we have the two ears, we are going to attach the ears to the head of the koala. I'm going to use my nifty hot glue gun to put these on, so let's put these little ears on. So I'm going to put some hot glue on the edge here and then stick the pom-pom onto it. Keep it there for a few seconds just to make sure that it is stuck there. And then we are going to do the same thing with the other side. We are going to put some more hot glue on the edge there. Okay, so now I'm putting some hot glue on the other side, and we are going to stick the other pom-pom onto that to give it the fluffy, puffy ears onto the head. So once we have that done, we are going to put our little koala to the side, and we're going to get some rings. These are going to be what helps it, or what is part of the keychain, obviously. So we're going to need one of those, and we're going to need some more string or anything that you want to attach maybe a bit stronger to the koala to the ring so that it stays on. And we are going to put the string through the ring and tie it to the koala. So first we have to make sure that the string is a good length. So I'm just going to cut a little bit off of that. So, and snip right there. And then to basically seal the ends together, I'm going to add some hot glue to the end to make the two ends of the string stick together, and then we're going to put that onto the head. So I'm just putting a little bit of hot glue and rubbing it onto the end, so which is done. Now I'm going to put that, I'm going to hot glue that onto the middle part of the head. So there's a little bit of glue, and we're going to stick that right in the middle. And now we're going to move on to the little heart ears part of the ears. So we're going to cut, so I've folded a piece of blue fabric in half. I'm just going to cut out a heart out of that. So now I have one heart, and we're going to have to trim it a little bit more so that it's a little bit smaller because you don't want it too big. And then we're going to make another one. Yay! Now we have the second heart. So now we're going to hot glue these onto the ears. Yay! So I'm just going to glue those onto the pom-poms. There's one, and again, be careful, it is hot. So there's one, and now we are going to just hold it for a few seconds. Now we're going to glue the second ear on. Once those two ears are both on, we're just going to grab the scissors and just make a few finishing cuts just to make sure there's no hot glue or any of the anything that's loose string, excess string. We want to basically cut off of it to make it look good. So yes, anything else you want to take? There we go, there's something there, take that off. And yeah, that's it. Okay guys, so I hope you enjoyed this little DIY koala head keychain, and be sure to hit that subscribe button and the thumbs up, and be sure to comment what other videos or DIYs or anything you would like to see in future videos. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed. So yep, I'll see you guys later. Bye!